If you use plugins like vocoders, rhythm and gating effects that can be controlled by MIDI, then you might want to change settings and programs on the fly from your keyboard or from the pads on the machine. And that can be a little tricky when you also have plug-in instruments. So we're going to show one way of accomplishing that here today. Many VST plugin effects allow you to change the settings, the programs, the presets right from your MIDI controller. But when you have that running on top of a VST instrument, it can get a little tricky. Maybe you want to control both of them at the same time. Let's take, for example, Melda's M Rhythmizer. It's a pretty handy effect that allows you to do scratching, filtering, various gating effects over the top of your audio track. Now, we can change the program, the settings, simply by selecting a different key from our pads or the keyboard. If you're going to use this in a regular DAW, you'd probably insert it on your master fader and then route a separate MIDI track to it. But it's a little different when we're using the Maschine software. We need some kind of audio to put our effect on. Let's load up a synth. Okay, first things first. Let's load up a VST synthesizer on an empty group. I'm going to go ahead and use Heirloom. I'm just going to put in a very simple MIDI pattern. There we go. We've got a simple synth line on a group called synth. Let's put a little beat behind it. There we go. A group with a simple synth line and a group with a basic beat. Now what about our effect? Your instinct might be to layer it right on top of your VST synth, but that doesn't work. Let's look at it. There's my Melda M Rhythmizer not doing anything. Hitting the keys or the pads simply plays the synth. So this isn't right. So let's clear our effect out of there. What I'd like you to try is creating a new group. We're going to call this group FX Bus. And now we're going to put our effect in one of the sound banks. And from this group we can control our effect with the pads, but it's not modifying any of our audio yet. So let's go back to our synth group. We've got our synth selected. I'm going to select our group, Audio. And I'm going to route the output of our synth to our M Rhythmizer effect on our FX Bus group. And as you can see, now we can control our effect from our pads and modify our synth audio. But maybe you don't want to affect just the synth. Maybe you want to affect the synth and the drums at the same time. No problem. We jump back over to the drum group and choose either your sound or the group output. I'm going to go ahead and take the group output and route that to the same effect. And as you can see, now the effect is modifying both the simple drum beat and the simple synth line. That's the tip for today. Make sure you subscribe and tune in for more. Take care.